Quick overview of the turntable that I've got for sale on eBay. We've got an acrylic turntable. This was designed to take up as least space as possible and look as unobtrusive in the room as possible. The base of the turntable, it's a 15mm thick sheet of acrylic. The bearing, if you have a look, it's pressed into the centre of it. It's a brass sleeve bearing. You can see on the bottom it's got a Delrin thrust plate and the stainless shaft runs inside. You can see the oil just round the rim there, so it's running in oil, so it's going to last a very long time. The feet of the turntable, they're like a high density polyurethane foam, and it's sandwiched between those two Delrin plates with a rubber foot on the end. There's 3 of these, and these do an excellent job of absorbing any vibrations from the surface that the turntable sat on. Acrylic 15mm platter, a lovely little AC synchronous motor, tangential linear tracking tone arm running on an air bearing. You can just check the pump switched on. Yeah, you can see it's that is it. The tail of the arm is actually lifted by a carbon fibre rod, and that provides the curing mechanism, which works really well. So when I'm moving the arm here, it's actually running on the carbon rod. That's actually what you can hear rubbing. When the arm is tracking the record, there's zero friction. It's running completely freely. Body of the arm, it's polycarbonate construction, so it's really strong. We've got a couple of gold RCA connectors that you can connect your leads, so that's really convenient. And as you can see, it just takes up an A3 size in the room, so it's as compact as possible. Power supply is really special. It's a 2-phase variable frequency power supply. It's as good as it gets. The sine wave outputs from this power supply, it's as good as it gets. Simple as that. You've got a cosine and sine wave there, your 2 phases there, generated independently and with complete accuracy, so they're linked in phase all the time to drive the motor as smoothly and accurately as possible. And last but not least, I've got an air pump for you, and I've mounted it in a medium density fibreboard box. It's foam lined to keep the noise down to an absolute minimum. You can use a long air line and put this box in another room if you want to, but it does a good job of keeping any pump noise to a minimum. Okay, I'll quickly demonstrate. Put a record on. You won't be able to hear the turntable in all its glory as such, because it's I'm just using the very poor internal microphone on this camera. I'm going to be getting a new microphone to do some proper recordings of this equipment, some high quality recordings to give you an impression of how good they actually sound. Okay, so turn the turntable to go. We're set on to 33 RPM. By the way, we've got adjusters here. This is all, it's all been strobed, it's all set up. We've got a 33 and a 45 RPM adjuster, but they shouldn't need to be touched. Just switch the amplifier on. Okay, and you just move your arm to where you want it on the record, and just cue.